Welcome into Unobstructed Views presented by Coors Banquet, the 5th of the season for ourselves here on the couch. Tuukka, Rask, Patrice, Bergeron, Andrew Raycroft here hosting. We got Anaheim and Boston tonight in the Garden after the 2-week break of Four Nations. We're going to talk a ton of Four Nations talk. We're going to talk about the Bruins coming back out of the break and the run that they have to go on here at the final 25 games. But guys, good to be back after a little hiatus here on the leather couch given to us by Jordan's Furniture.
It's been a while. Happy to be back.
I didn't even know how to put this earpiece on after like 2 months.
That is a show in itself, is putting these earpieces in and getting mics and the whole thing, but presentable, I guess. So it's good to be back. Good to have the NHL back. Make sure to go to hashtag NESN Views, folks, to reach out to us. Reach out to Casey Hudson, who is over on the desk over there. Casey, all good over there?
All good. Ready for some good questions to come in for y'all.
All right. Well, this is your first Unobstructed Views, so the pressure is on to keep the ball rolling. We've won 2 in a row here, and we need to continue and get up over 500, fellas. So pre-game thoughts, real quickly. Of course, again, talk a lot about the break, talk a lot about Four Nations, talk a lot about coming out of that, but let's dial in a little bit to the last 25 games that this Bruins team has. They're 2 games out of a playoff position at this point. What's it going to take to get back in the mix here?
Yeah, no, they're still right there. 2 points out, as you said. I think it's the last stretch of the season is always the best. I think it's exciting, especially when you're fighting for a playoff spot. That's how I think you have to look at it as a player, is to see the excitement, try to get it on a roll, try to find the urgency to get back to it, and they're right there. It's right there for them. Their destiny is they can control it. It's right there for them.
Yeah, looking at the graphic, there were two points out of the wild card, and this is the time of the year where you kind of have to push the pedal down and see what you're made of.
Yeah.
You have a chance to kind of squeeze in there, and like we said before, you make the playoffs, anything can happen.
And the big story for the Bruins is injuries right now. That, beyond Marchand, Lindholm, Swayman, they're coming back from the break, and you expect a lot of them. But again, we'll get to that. Is no Charlie McAvoy, who got injured over the break doing Four Nations, and then Hampus Lindholm, who still hasn't come back. So you have 2 top-end defensemen that aren't on the back end, but everyone's going to deal with that. It's a cliche in hockey, but at this time of year, it's really the next man up, and you got to find a way to get these points. We'll deal with that when we get back from the break. We're going Unobstructed Views, Anaheim, Boston, when we come back. All right, we're back. Unobstructed Views presented by Coors Banquet, and we are at the infamous whiteboard. And Tuukka, we're going to turn it over to you first. You were right last time.
Yes.
We will give you the board first this time.
All right. To everybody's surprise, I'm not picking a goalie today. I'm going to go kind of outside the box. I got Justin Brazeau.
Right.
Big guy, big presence. I think he's going to be a difference maker today.
All right, Patrice, what do you got?
I'm going to go with the young legs today. He kept playing during the break. He had a few games in Providence. I like this game before the break. He played in Providence, played well. Matthew Poitras for a great night tonight.
Well, you got the young legs, and I got the old legs, and I'll say that with a big smile on my face. I'm going Brad Marchand. He is going to come back. He is going to be high on life after the gold medal 2 nights ago. This will feel pretty slow to him. I think he's going to find a way to put this team on his back over the next 7 to 10 games and get them back into the playoff race. So
see how it goes. That's a good pick. I like it.
Way out on a limb on that one, taking the captain.
I didn't want to make it too obvious.
No,
you
and your buddy. I think you've taken Marshy 4 times already.
Every game.
I had to jump on that first.
Well.
So 4 Nations. What's the verdict from your point of views?
Oh my God, I think it was an amazing success. To me, it put hockey on the map again for across the U.S., Canada, but also Finland, Sweden, obviously all the countries involved. I was there for the championship game. It was special. The atmosphere was something, and I think it was a big win for hockey.
Exactly. I was saying that before the final, even that it doesn't matter who's going to win. I think the biggest winner is going to be the game of hockey.
Yes.
I think that we accomplished that. The publicity that the game got, great to see. So let's keep that momentum going as the league. And
that's the big one, right? Have a great run here. Coming out of you guys both. So I was on the side of the break that was in Hawaii at this time, or went to the beach and hung out and got a suntan. You guys have been part of the break that went and played in these. What's the emotional feeling coming out of that, playing a game, a gold medal game, and then coming in and back to the NHL like this?
But I think you just mentioned it, the high on life about Marshy. I think that's the feeling I had coming back, even though some people be like, well, it's a lot of hockey, you might be tired and whatnot. No, I think you're riding on that high and on the adrenaline, but also like the pace that you got used to, obviously, of playing best on best. You try to take that and use that to your advantage when you come back. And
then Tuukka, as a goalie, we talked about Jeremy Swayman. How different is best on best to this NHL style as a goaltender, and just your mindset going into these games?
Yeah, it's like, even though he didn't play, he practiced against the best players in the world for a good part of a week.
Yeah.
And I think he's a smart kid, so I'm sure he sucked every single piece of information he could from the other guys and the players. So I'm looking forward to seeing him, how he kind of like, if he grew and if he's going to kind of implement those learnings to his game.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's always a great experience. Even though you didn't play, it's still, 2010, I didn't really play much of might have played 2 minutes a game, and still it came back and lots of experience, lots of games.
Well, and it's what you take from the other guys too, right? 100%. Like watching Hellebuck, watching Ottinger, watching Jerome McGinley, watching Scott Niedermayer and those likes, right? That, and how much you take from those guys.
And being like, you've won every single tournament, and like being part of those winning teams and kind of like learning that winning culture, I think.
The demeanor and how they react with adversity and all that. Yes, for sure.
It's fun. I talked to Ginla this week about, and that was the big thing, is a turnover behind the net.
Yes.
Good save, Swayman. That was the big thing he talked about, was coming out of that with the culture and watching, in 02, Mario Lemieux we're going to win the next one. That's hockey. Yeah. We lost the first game, no big deal. Like how these guys, and then what you guys turned into and passing that on to the younger guys, but learning how that feeling is going into overtime on Thursday night in Team Canada room, and how you deal with that, and how the best players deal with being the best.
Ooh, that's another turnover right here on the face-off.
Clean those up.
Yeah.
2 big saves there.
That's good. Good to get in the game right off the bat.
Good.
Might not be the one you want, right, to start your game.
No. If
you make the save, if it goes in, it isn't.
See you later.
If it hits you, it's good. Speaking of getting in the game, Casey, what do you got for us? Let's get you in the game. Any tweets over there for us early on?
I got a good one to get us started.
Oh, boy.
All right, gentlemen, if the Bruins do enter the trade deadline as buyers, what position would be our top priority? By the way, Bruins fan from the UK.
Wow.
Ooh, love
Thanks
it.
for watching.
Yeah.
from the
Staying up
UK.
late
That's
over
awesome.
in the UK, too.
It's awesome.
Love it.
Who wants to start? I don't know. I have
Well,
no clue.
it's not going to be a goalie.
Nope.
And probably not a defenseman. If it was,
I would say wing.
yeah, I was going to say wing. It's not too difficult to see that. I think if you could find a way to pluck a winger that has term, that's a little younger with speed, that would be ideal, and
Yes.
you would go out of your way to find that. Tukes?
I agree.
Agreed.
You want
No, I
to
think
get him a goon or something like that, Tukes? Or what do you
We
think?
always want those. Yeah, bring Thordy back.
The things with those, like I think it's easier said than done. You know,
Of
like
course,
those trades
yeah.
and all, especially like at a trade deadline, because I mean the ask is always so high.
Yeah.
But yes, I would think wing. Would
Typically, there's 20 other teams wanting that same kind of player, right?
Exactly right.
Yeah, and this year, like we kind of touched on it before, but it's going to be interesting. It's so tight that who's going to sell, who's going
Who's
to buy,
buy, yes.
like it's going to be craziness. What do they got? 7 games left?
I think those next 7 games are going to dictate what the market will be and who's going to be buyers and who's not. Right. So
And then on top of all that, the cap's going up a lot.
Yep.
Everyone's going to have a lot of money in the summer. So how many assets do you want to give up at this time, knowing you might be able to sign these guys in the summer? If you're in the long-term category,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like Anaheim might be, like all the way down to Chicago. These teams, how many draft picks does Chicago really need? At some point, you got to sign guys.
Yeah,
and
no, I
maybe you
totally
don't get
agree.
rid of the guys that you
Right.
kind of like too.
Very true.
Because they were talking about Seth Jones being on.
Yeah,
the blocks.
exactly. Yeah, guys like that, I don't know how you fit that guy into anywhere. We haven't even talked about David Pastrnak, which is incredible because he's on a 13-game point streak. Did you know you're on a point streak after 5 games? Like, would David know? I mean, he's had 2 weeks, so
I think
someone's
he
probably said
knows.
something.
Yeah,
But
exactly, it's not that you would know personally. It's more that people remind you, or like media.
Yeah.
Just keeps
Consistently.
bringing it up. It's almost like, okay, can we just not jinx it, please?
Yeah.
Stop talking about it.
I think we talked about it in one of the first games too, because when he wasn't scoring,
yeah,
and it's like, these guys like superstars, they're gonna hit their mark at some point.
Yep.
Like, and
They're gonna roll.
Here
It's
you
gonna
go.
yep. There he is, first in the league in goals.
Yeah.
Tied for first, second in assists, first in points since January 11th.
That's it, Marsh. Good
He's absolutely dominated.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like, oh, what's wrong with Pastrnak? Like, it's going to be off season. Next thing you know, like,
Yeah.
he'll score
Top 10 in the league in
top 10.
scoring. No
Yeah,
big deal.
That's just how it goes. And he's the type of guy that he knows when he's playing to his level, when he's not, and he's working on it for sure. If he's not,
Yeah, first one on
so
the ice.
he's always making sure that the hard work comes and gets you out of those slumps for sure.
Yeah. It's been a good pace so far.
Good start.
to the
Couple
game.
more
back and forth.
opportunities for Anaheim at this point.
Yeah, I
Yes.
might want to mix in a shot on net here
Yeah.
at some point, guys.
Tukes, how about the scarf, huh? I can't believe it took me 5 minutes to get on that scarf.
I
It's
was going to
solid.
chirp myself at some point. Thank you.
Oh, I'm
Thanks for bringing
glad I got to you.
So, and I do have an answer for you. First of all, I'm a European. I can do whatever I want. And second of all, it's always freezing in the studio, so I gotta keep myself
I
warm.
love it.
Yeah,
I love
styling
it.
today.
I thought about it when we were like standing up over there. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's-
he's rocking it.
I
out
know. That's exactly. Caught
for
my
you.
eye.
This is not a fashion statement. This is purely just comfort. And
there. Hey, just have confidence, Just
I'm not like
assume
Pasta.
you're-
I mean,
this
Pasta might
style.
say something definitely worse.
Wrap a scarf around his head. It's a fashion statement.
Oh man.
All right. That line has been. Hopefully, they just pick up where they left off.
That would be great.
With the chemistry, you could tell it's right there for them.
It was coming so
read each
nicely,
other.
huh? They were like,
Yes.
they didn't even think about those passes. They were just finding each other.
Does it go away on a break?
No, but like it's.
It's gonna take. It might take a
Might
period
take a
or two,
while.
right?
I think, let's
just
be
get the
honest.
hands.
Like they were like hot.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything they were touching was going in.
Yeah.
So and like sometimes it does take a while to come back. Hopefully not, because they need it right now.
Yeah, of
like
course.
that's the time of the year where these guys need to stay on that roll. But it's been fun to watch for sure.
This is kind of surprising to me that Anaheim's got the better legs right off the bat. Thinking they're the visiting team, and I don't know if they had to like fly to California and then here, or. But you
Probably everyone just, yeah, because they had to come in on Tuesday, right? So
yeah,
probably would have went to Anaheim.
Yeah.
yeah, you would think like a cross-country flight and
Yeah.
little time difference.
Well, and they couldn't skate in the guard, like everyone was skating.
true.
The chaos was here until
Yeah.
Thursday, so they didn't get here until Friday. The entire hockey world was here.
Yeah.
Man, Boston's had a lot of stuff going on here in that garden for
Yes.
hockey the last 3 years,
My
with
God.
all the hundreds and the ceremonies and the 1,000 games and you got Krejci, you got Marshy, the goals, the whole thing. We've all been really
Yeah,
spoiled.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's
You've had
good
a
for the
season
city
ticket.
too to kind of like showcase the city when,
Absolutely.
especially in this tournament.
Yes.
We just had like
Yeah.
have international fans come over.
I was explaining to so many Canadian people on Thursday night kind of how this wasn't here. Like that, the old garden
Yes,
was
right.
there. Like
Yeah,
those
yeah.
buildings,
Yeah,
Bobby
true,
Orr,
yeah.
like I did the tours over and over again.
Changed so much over the
Yeah.
last
Great.
20 years.
Yeah, this is not. It's actually. It looks like a hockey rink now. Like
Yeah.
10, 15 years ago, it was just a parking lot.
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
Leave your car there for the
Yeah.
weekend.
I don't know if that hurt Marshy. He just went for a change.
He did.
Kind of a little collision with Carlson there. Keep an eye on that.
Carlson was good for Sweden.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
He's young too.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's big,
Yeah.
strong, skilled.
I wonder how many guys Anaheim had in the tournament. Does anybody know the answer to that? Carlson?
It's a good trivia question.
Yeah.
It was just Carlson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just- I mean-
Carlson.
Don't
All right,
commercial.
6-1 shots on goal Anaheim. We're going to go to our first break. Unobstructed views, Coors Banquet. We'll be right back as we watch Marshy collide after Four
Hopefully
Nations.
he's okay.
We are back. Unobstructed views presented by Coors Banquet. Raise a banquet to Bruins hockey. Coors Banquet, official partner of the Boston Bruins, official partner of Unobstructed Views. Casey, time for the name game. Give us some names to put some words to.
All right, let's get creative, guys. There's so many names to think of, especially with the first one I'm tossing at you. It's going to be Pat or Patrick. What comes to mind with Pat or Patrick? Bonus points if everybody puts the same first and last name.
No chance.
Oh, I had another one too.
Do I give you a countdown to turn it around?
Yeah,
3,
we're good.
2, 1. Reveal.
Oh, Tukes, you and I.
Great minds
I had
think alike.
Patrick Watt, so obvious I went off the
Is
board.
there a story
Patty
behind
Kane, I
that
like
one, Tuukka? Okay, for the next one, clear off the boards. This one can get really interesting. We got Mike, plain and simple. What comes to mind with Mike? Tuukka's still thinking.
There's so many mics. I mean, which one do I pick?
I can't help you, but I
I
had.
don't know if
I
Razor is going to be on the same wavelength as me. We'll find out.
Okay. Ready?
All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's see it.
Oh, Mike Knuble.
O'Connell. Did you just make up a name?
Same time.
That's
First
the
same
best.
time.
For
Mike
me,
Knuble.
anyways.
I like that.
Tuukka had my thought. All right,
I
for
saw
the boards.
Knuble's son plays for Notre Dame. We watched him on
no
TV
way.
last night. I was like, man,
That's
it was
awesome.
so old.
Yes, it makes me feel old too.
Last one, you said?
Nope, not last one. Second to last. Joe.
Trying to get out of this.
I know why. Joe. Joe's the name you're going with.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
That was weird.
Are we done? All right, 3.
Oh my God, how
no.
long is that name?
I hope I spelled it right. I don't know.
3, 2, 1.
I get a.
Yeah. There it is.
Oh, so-
yeah, around the board.
I want to know what letter you
What
had
do you
here.
think? It was another K. Like I have 2 Ks.
Yeah,
in my name.
two A's because you're like
2 Ks.
make it finish.
Same
I
guy.
thought he tried to change it last minute. I'm not going to lie. All right, last one. Pavel. Pavel.
Hopefully we have a bonus on this one.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know how to spell it.
See, there you go. It's not that easy, is it?
Oh, I don't know, man. Wait. Casey, give me a second. I might have to change name. I might have to change.
He did.
You'll have to turn it and say it at the same time.
Oh,
Okay.
that's so karma. That's who you get for chirping you.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Bury.
All right.
Zaka. And you were going to write Datsuk, too. I saw that. You couldn't figure it out.
I thought all you guys would have gone with Zaka, but not too bad. That was the last one for the name game. So
Oh, there it is. Oh,
That line again.
Yep. And that pass again.
That was great, Casey.
Rebounder.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, that was fun.
welcome.
Way to lead the way.
All right, that line is still feeling it. Love it. I actually talked to Pasta,
Oh,
my God, it was safe.
right
Oh, my
there.
goodness.
and he was saying he felt amazing, ready to go. So
I like to hear that.
Oh, you got the inside scoops?
yes,
You should have.
Oh, let's go. Oh my God.
Well, it's got to be kind of weird because I know he watched a couple of the games in Boston, but like you're one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're
Watching.
watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
And it's kind of like, what are we doing?
Especially as it gets bigger
Yeah.
and bigger
Yep.
and bigger as well. I would
think they'll have
I would
to
have no
put-
idea what that feels like, but it must be frustrating.
Don't you think they'll have to put check it for the
Yeah,
next they have to
sure.
put it in there, right?
Yeah, for sure. 'Cause they could
Maybe
put-
glass half full type of like thinking. I'm sure it was good for him to rest, right? Good for him for the last stretch, 25 games left with him healthy and energized.
Well, that's very true. Yes.
I agree. Like and again, we'll get to like the chart. I thought the Four Nations was setting up perfect for the Bruins in that
in that sense.
Brad he needs to keep playing.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't need vacations. Like you've talked about,
I
he
agree,
wants
yeah.
to keep playing.
Yeah.
Swayman, perfect time for him to not play, but be around it, get better
Learn,
and feel it. Lindholm, be able to go play with your buddies in Sweden and touch pucks as well, get a good groove for the final half. And then, unfortunately, Charlie, I thought he was lined up perfect too because of what his role was going to be for Team USA. He would come back. Man, missed the net there. Waterspoon, another good play. Great
I
shift.
agree.
Great job coming out of the break for these last 4 minutes. But so, unfortunately, the injury. Now, you're never thinking about an injury when you're playing the game, right? You're never thinking about that going to this tournament. You're doing everything you can to win those games. It just happens, right?
100%. And I think that's the worst thing you can do is worry about getting hurt. That's when you actually get hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, for sure. I think it's unfortunate because it's as good a hockey as it was. I think a lot of guys went down. Theodore went down. Obviously the Chucks. So it's. I know those the GMs around the leagues are watching the Four Nations. Are like, I don't know if I like it as much as all the fans. You know what I mean? So I can see that side for sure. But then as far as like, I don't change my wide to pass.
Oh, 63.
Yeah,
Another
it's
one.
kind of like there's no winning because like look what it did for the game of hockey.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's awesome.
So
but
no
then
matter
obviously
what,
you're
like-
GM, and like I think Florida had like 8 guys playing, so the chances are somebody's going to get hurt.
That's right.
Very
You
high.
know, at least one guy.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do?
Guys, I think we said there's only one guy that played, but I think Vax is there, right? Vekananen?
No,
The Rangers.
Yeah,
Is
he
he
got
Rangers
traded
now?
for Trouba. He was in the Trouba deal.
Oh, he was. That's
Yeah.
right. You're right.
Good job, though, Patrice. You're
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Well, not really, because
Well, no, you're on Vakanainen, though, because I had that in my head, and then Trouba. I forgot to look for Trouba in this game, actually.
yeah, it's weird not to see him with the number 8.
Yeah, exactly.
Couple of big hitters there, Gudas and
Yeah,
You
true.
keep your head up in the middle of the ice.
Yes.
goodness.
I'm sure that's something they've talked about before the game. Don't cut in the middle.
Good pace.
Yeah, very
I
good.
feel like the Bruins have been picking it up
Yeah.
the last few minutes for sure. Lots of good plays, lots of chances. Guys are
They go.
there.
ball.
It is. It's a good block.
Good block.
Great play.
They go right back to the big line here.
Well, no one picked anyone from that line.
Oh, the first line?
Yeah, well, yeah, Zach or Post. I didn't want to make it too obvious.
No, we
so I
gotta
was like,
think
gonna
outside
try
the
to
box.
go outside the box, but they were looking good.
What's that Tufty guy's number? Was he?
10.
He was flying there when we were.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's a
cooks.
good skater.
He's a great
big body,
skater.
too.
Big man. Big man that can skate.
Great breakout. Yeah, they were feeling it still.
Oof.
Did that get blocked or?
No, I
see it?
just missed it. That's
Oh,
a great
saved
save.
it. I haven't seen the Ducks this year, but if it's kind of like what it has been, they're going to give you some chances.
Yes.
Yes.
Open up
They are. And their goalies have been really good. All right, second break of the first period. Bruins really turned it on in that middle half of the period. Be back, 7:30 left, first period. We're back. Unobstructed Views presented by Coors Banquet. Boston Bruins, Anaheim Ducks, 0-0, 7:30 left in the first period. And now is a perfect time to bring in two special guests all the way from spring training down in Fort Myers. We've got Tom Karen, TC, and Lou Merloni. Lou, TC, how's training camp going? Thanks for joining us on a Saturday night.
Oh, anything for you guys. You know that. Lou was telling me today, he goes, nothing I'd rather do on a Saturday night down here in Florida than zoom in.
Oh, it's all good. We don't need that scarf that you have, Tuukka, because it's nice and warm here. But by the way, I do like it. It's a good look.
My kids
not
are
what
texting me to take it off right now, but I refuse to take it off because it's freezing here.
Guys, give us a rundown. How's spring training going so far?
I'll start. It's been great so far. I mean, they've gone out and made the additions, right? Garrett Crochet, Walker Buehler at the top of the rotation, Aroldis Chapman in the bullpen, and then the final piece of the puzzle, Alex Bregman shows up a couple of days before camp starts. People down here are excited. Lou, I mean, we were talking about there are more fans here over the past week at spring training than I've seen in a few years. Kind of feels like the buzz is back.
Yeah, and you guys know that feeling too, right? When camp opens up, when you look around the room and you kind of, okay, we actually really do have a chance, right? Like we can compete. It hasn't really been the case the last 2 or 3 years, and I think that's like the different feel that you have down here. They brought in some adults, they brought in some really high-level players, and I think they really think they got a chance, and they're excited to get it going.
What's the routine now for training? Like, how's it going to work now? How do the big boys get themselves ready? What's the cadence of spring training?
Well, one thing we found interesting is the sports science
you play like 35 games.
Has stepped in.
Yeah.
And normally the guys in these first games will only play a couple games, but they're coming out and playing 5 innings in all the games, which is great for us because we don't have to worry about who number 93 coming in the 7th inning. We're trying to figure out, they're actually letting the starters play deeper into games. Lou, that's a lot different than it used to be.
Yeah, it is. And they play 35 games. So honestly, like the first week or two, if you're like a veteran, you're on this team, it's kind of like, I just want to get into shape, get the feel of playing again. And then hopefully the last week or two, I feel good. It's a lot of that, right? Because 35 games, 162, it's 197 games total. They just sort of paced themselves early. But the young guys trying to prove.
I think we lost Lou for a second.
The Four Seasons doesn't have as good a reception as your hotel, huh, TC?
He didn't pay for the upgraded, the upgraded Wi-Fi. You get the room near the bar, but you don't always get the good Wi-Fi when you're down by the lounge. I'll turn it back on you guys, though, because you guys have been through so many training camps, right? The difference between coming in as a rookie and trying to make the team and make an impression to then, 10 years later, you're just coming in to get your work, right? The goal is all about being healthy through 82 games. And Patrice, I see you nodding. Like, how different is that, right? Because you got 2 different groups in any training camp, guys trying to make an impression and guys who are just trying to be ready for the start of the season.
Yeah, you can definitely see that difference. I think like as you progress throughout your career, I think it's more trying to get your legs underneath you and making sure you're feeling good about once October starts and the real season starts. I think the exhibition game is just there to get your groove on and whatnot. As a rookie, for sure, it's the complete opposite, where you're trying to make a name for yourself and try to stick and make sure everyone kind of sees you and opens some eyes, basically. So it's definitely there's a difference there for sure.
I think, because back in 10, 15 years ago, the roster was pretty set. Like there was only maybe 1, 2 spots open. So you were just trying to make, like he said, make a name for yourself and hope that you're going to get called up at some point. But nowadays, I think the roster is like, there's so much movement. You're going to have 30-plus guys in the season to dress for your team. So it's a bigger group of guys who are actually like in the team.
I agree, but I'd like to think the preparation in the summertime or in the off season is different as well for the players. I think like when I first came in, I remember when Razor was with me, like PJ Axelson came in, he grabbed brand new pairs of skates and sticks and gloves and everything on the first practice. You know what I mean? Like it seemed like he didn't really like get on the ice all that much. So it's one of those things where like as it progressed over the course of my career, like guys came in and like they were on the ice every day all summer pretty much, and it's just a different, approach to training camp. And
it's kind of flip-flop. Now, if you say you didn't skate over the summer, guys are like, what, you didn't skate?
Yeah.
Versus like 10 years ago, I was like, oh, what?
No, exactly. Mark Recchi was the same way. He was like, I'll just grab my skates. It's my first time skating, one day before training camp. And he was, obviously, that's just, for him, that's just how it was. That was, with the consistency that he's had his whole career, I think there's, no one, batted an eye on that. But it's just one of those things where that's how it was.
All right, guys, we're going to go to a break. You're going to hang out for one more segment with us. You can get to the pool in another 5 minutes. We'll be right back after this.
I'll try to fix the internet.
All right, we're back. Unobstructed Views presented by Coors Banquet. 0-0 Anaheim Ducks, Boston Bruins, 4:12 left, if I can see that correctly, in the first period. But more importantly, at this point, we have Tom Karen. We got Lou Merloni checking in from Fort Myers, from spring training. Lou, you mentioned it before the break of guys looking around saying, hey, we have a chance of this. Is that how high the expectation is for this group now?
Yeah, when you add a guy like Garrett Crochet and Alex Bregman to the group, Walker Buehler, who just won the World Series, I think it is. You know, it's a good blend of young talent here as well. But as you guys know, it's hard to win with just youth, right? You kind of need some veterans in the room, some adults in the room to kind of show them the way. A lot of these guys a year or two in the league, and those conversations are so.
I think he froze again.
I think we froze up again. I
My
might use
internet
this tomorrow.
sucks.
When we do the game tomorrow, I might have Lou zoom in, so if he's talking too long, it'll just cut him off at a certain period. I can take it from there. I kind of like this. It is interesting, though, because you feel it. Like, talking to some of the guys who have been here a couple of years, like Jaron Duran, who had a great year last year, MVP of the All-Star game, right? You talk to him about what Bregman means to this team, what having a stud like Crochet at the top of the rotation means. Like, it's a different feeling, right? Like Lou was alluding to. You guys know, you've been on some teams where you get to camp and you think, if everything goes right, we got a chance to be a good team. But everything's got to go right. Now there's a feeling, there's some depth, there's some competition going on at different positions. Like, this is a good team, and they could handle, if there's an injury, if there's a little problem early on, this team believes it's good enough to still be around come October. And that's a great feeling.
We were talking about Four Nations and coming out of it, and guys learning winning culture. And that's what Bregman brings most importantly on top of everything else is his winning culture and how to play and how to act in big games, correct?
Yes, and I just wanted to answer that before my internet goes out.
Good, yes. TC, take it away.
They say no yes, no questions. Only ask Lou yes, no questions
Correct.
for the rest of the way, and we'll be fine. No, I think that's exactly right, He threw the final out of the World Series. Buehler did. Bregman comes in. He's won. Lou was joking that the beginning of Bregman's press conference, he said the word winning 5 times in the first 45 seconds. I'm a winning player. I come from a winning background. This is a winning team. I'm here to extend the winning. Like, what more do you want to hear as a teammate, right? It's not about what I'm going to do. It's about I'm here to help this team win. I don't care where I play. I know not everybody said that, but he said, I'll play wherever they want me to play. And it was the perfect way to start camp, I think, hearing that. Right, Lou?
Yes.
Yeah, and before we go any further, I do want to. Do you guys want to bring fighting back to hockey? Because that game 1 of U.S.-Canada was fantastic.
Oh my God.
We almost had a tilt here.
Actually, that's perfect timing. There, we got Lindholm and Strome going at it a little bit in the corner here.
Yeah.
No, the gloves aren't on the ice, but there's not. And to add to that, right, Lou? There's nothing better than superstars fighting in hockey. There's nothing better than the best players showing the passion and going at it. So more of that, and we're seeing it right now. Again, Lindholm, a couple of the better players going at it right now. Strome dropped a glove, but it was pretty awesome for hockey on Saturday night.
I liked finally seeing the league try something different, and it actually worked because I thought it was fantastic. But it's got to be hard to come back to a regular season for guys that played in it, intensity-wise, I would think.
Yeah, no, I think it honestly, you're for myself, anyways, I felt like I was on a high, and you try to ride that wave a little bit and kind of come back and try to use that to your advantage. But I mean, it is different going from like a championship game with the chippiness and the physicality from the Canada-US to playing the Anaheim Ducks, like on in the regular season. But that being said, like now they're in the race, they're in the mix, they're 2 points out of the playoff spot. So there's a lot to play for still, and I think you can use that momentum to propel you and be great, obviously. That was a great play
I hope
by
Lou's internet
Zegras.
broke up for that. I hope Lou didn't get to see that.
Yeah.
I just lost my internet. What happened?
It didn't count. What a 2-on-1.
That was a great play, yeah. It was well executed for sure. Oh, Brent Thompson, assistant coach. I played with him in Providence.
Rocky.
Really?
Yeah.
The Friars.
Guy looked like he was 70.
Hey. Yeah,
That's a great pass
tells me
back.
how old we
No
are
mistake.
now.
I mean,
It's a great play.
Probably don't want to let that.
What would you want for the D there for you as a goal? For you
Not
guys,
let
as
it go
goalies?
back.
You can't, the
back
back
and
one back.
You got to just take
One pass.
Yeah.
leave the shot almost, right? That's what you guys want, right? On a 2-on-1.
Yeah, and you definitely can't let 2 passes go.
Yeah.
That's
Then
It
tough.
seems.
That's 2-0 basically.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
But you have to read a 2-on-1.
Tuukka, how would you feel about being kind of left out like Swayman was in that Four Nations?
Well, I think he accepted the role going in because he's the young guy. I mean, they all could have played, but he's still kind of earning his stripes, I guess, in that sense.
Yeah.
I think that he loved it just to be around those guys, and we just talked about it prior to the show that I think he's such a smart guy that he took it as a learning experience for himself for sure.
Guys,
And
I'll say one thing. Liam Hendricks, who's going to be the closer most likely of this team, he's from Australia. He's going to be the first Australian to ever play for the Red Sox. He couldn't stop talking about the Four Nations Classic.
Yeah,
like, it just
great.
really, like you're trying to grow the game. Like, we're driving around here in Florida, and bars have signs that, and they wouldn't find a hockey game. You go into a place trying to find a Bruins game, you got to spend a half hour explaining how to find TNT on the cable system. But, like, there were signs outside, USA, Canada tonight. On the big screen. Like, it really, like, down here, you could feel how it was working to bring in a non-hockey crowd because everybody was buzzing about it. And Hendricks had a great point. He goes, what it was able to do is it's so hard to get best on best in a tournament where they care. Yep. Like, you can't do it in an all-star game. It's not the same. Mm-hmm. NBA has tried 47 different versions of their all-star game. It still doesn't work. But they found it there. That was the magic, right? You play for your country, it matters, and you got the best players in the world competing.
Totally agree, TC. I think it's one of those things where it's going to be hard to go back to an all-star game after watching, that tournament play out in the way that the intensity, the physicality, as we said. I mean, I think a few GMs are not happy around the league because they lost a few of their best players. But that being said, for the game of hockey itself and the growth of it, I mean, it was tremendous.
Yeah, and then if you can add a couple like Czechs and if Russians can come back at some point.
Well, if you get
you
two
bring
more
out the
teams.
European aspect too, and now it's really a super tournament.
No, exactly.
But I think for the game itself in North America, US, unbelievable.
Yes.
TC, Lou, thanks for joining us. Thanks for carving 20 minutes out of your busy Saturday night down in Fort Myers.
I hear something.
Yeah, get back to the pool.
Straight out, yeah. Going back down to the pool.
Oh my God, 2-0.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Holy, get out of here. You guys are
Hey,
I'm
you guys,
walking off.
you're
It's all yours.
You're dash
Thank you.
We're
two.
going to make a comeback now.
You're dash 2. Beat it.
See you guys. Thank you
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
See ya.
Hey, guys.
Frankie Vetrano,
Frankie,
the
yeah.
Oh, the hometown.
Dog
yeah.
Deferred
Old
money and
Boston
all.
Bruin.
What do you got going on here?
Frankie can shoot the puck. Wow.
You can
Left
tip
him
it,
alone.
too.
Is that so? Lost coverage there on the high forward coming back down. I think it was Zach.
Zach is there,
unfortunately.
right? That's a tough way to finish the period.
Those plays are hard when when it happens. There's a lot of movement. Got to keep your head on your swivel there. But it's
So
2-0.
Pavs just kind of lost track of the guy for a
He was the
second.
high guy with them because wingers are on their Ds.
Yeah.
When that happens, it kind of turns into man on man.
Oh my God.
Oh, you post.
All right, boys, we got to turn it back on here. Let's go. Focus on the game.
All right.
Yeah, enough of these
dialed
Zoom
back
calls.
in.
I think that distracted us
It did
too.
distract us. Distracted us big time.
Yeah, it's almost like, man on man. So, like, center, you go up. When there's a high forward, from Anaheim, basically, the Ducks goes high. As a center, you go high and you come up with him, right, and try to follow him. But then it was kind of a give and go, and he came back down. You got to realize then keep coming back and stay
Right.
with him. You know what I mean? You can't stay high.
All right, well, they're going to work through that here in the intermission. Not a good way to finish the first period, which was pretty good up until that point. We will be back for the second period after this intermission. All right, we are back. Unobstructed Views presented by Coors Banquet. We've got the second period starting up. Bruins are down 2-0. 2 late goals by Anaheim really took the air out of the building. But putting air in this building is Tuukka and Casey over at the board to talk mascots. So this should be real interesting.
You think?
You guys are already laughing it up. So we'll see how this goes. Blind ranking's been all the hype. So hot seat, you ready?
Oh, always ready. Let's go.
All right, we got Wild Wing. Hopefully I don't break any of these. From the Ducks, so it's fitting. Where are we ranking this one?
Wild Wing.
Wild Wing.
You've seen that mascot.
gotta pick
Sure.
it.
Yeah, I've always watched the mascots.
We had to have seen it at one point today.
Number 4, Wild Wing. I guess it might be a duck. I don't know.
All right,
it is a
ambitious,
duck. There you go.
ambitious. There we go.
All right, that's pretty good. That
Next
should've been
one
higher.
is Slapshot, even more fitting. Capitals, to give you the picture.
That's
Here's
gonna
the mental
suck.
work.
I'm gonna put that on 5. So that's a bad.
Tell us how you really feel about the Capitals. Actually,
I don't
doesn't
know
get
a
better
picture.
than this.
No picture.
Everybody knows
No
this
picture
one.
for Slapshot?
Gritty.
Gritty. Okay.
Gritty.
This is people's favorite. So Gritty's gonna be number 1.
People's favorite is where
I
we're
think.
going
Well,
with that
at least like he's over social media and stuff. So
one. Okay, he's
most
got
famous, I guess.
personality.
Hey, Blades is watching right now.
Yeah,
Like,
Blades,
Can't believe-
broken-hearted.
Definitely offended. Next, we've got Carlton Maple Leafs. I think they also call him Carlton the Bear, if that paints another
Carlton the
picture
Bear
for
is
you.
going to be number 3. Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, he's goalie at least. in this
Nervous
thing.
for this one. Then we've got Yuppie. Sorry if I pronounced this one
Yuppie?
wrong.
I was trying to prep
That's
you for this.
Berkey's favorite. Yeah,
Canadians.
Montreal number 2. Let me know how I did. You did
great,
got a couple orange guys there, 1 and 2, I think.
There
Feel
you
good about
go.
your decisions now seeing it?
I do, yeah, I do.
You're gonna
I
stick
didn't
with
see
it?
Slapshot, but I mean, I said it sucks. So
If you could change one, which one would you change? Hot seat.
nothing. I think this
okay.
is it.
He's confident.
He's
with
good
this.
on
Very
that board.
confident.
He's good on
tweet
that
about
He knows
board.
his
Show us some
mascot.
tweets and
All right.
tell me how
If
I
you
did.
agree with Tuukka's ranking, yeah. I'd move
right.
to.
All right, we're getting a puck drop. Let's move on
Let's
from the
go,
mascots.
yeah.
That was impressive. Right, more, just as impressive. Just as impressive for us. You got more to talk about the mascots, too? I don't want to cut you off.
Yeah, you wanted to elaborate on it?
so I can watch this game.
All right, very impressive. We have Andrew Ferentz here.
Yes.
We have Andrew Ferentz joining us on the couch. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome, guys.
At Unobstructed Views, you get to see the how the sausage is made.
Thanks
in
for
that
having me.
first
I thought I'd be right in the middle, though. I feel like separate.
I
Can I
know,
jump in
yeah.
with you guys?
Move you over.
Or does that screw up the NESN people?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'd love
there's
to have
always-
you
so
here.
weird.
Jump
I
in
feel
your
so
room.
far
Jump in.
away.
Jump in.
Too far out? You want
Yeah,
to
come on in. Come on in.
No,
There
I'll
you
go in the
go.
middle.
That's better.
Come on.
He wants the middle. He wants the middle.
He wants to be near Patrice. Let's be serious.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
My boy.
He's my favorite player. Tuukka's like top 5 goalie, but this is my favorite guy.
Yeah, we'll blind rank 2011 for Andrew Ferentz.
You're way better than Slapshot.
Way better slap.
Yeah, totally.
What do you think of the first period, Andrew?
Really?
I was on my phone for all of it.
No, I'm glad they hit the post at the end. That was sick. But those are some wide open guys. They should have learned from that Four Nations final. Like maybe don't leave guys wide open in front of the net. But yeah, like I said, at least they hit the post. Actually, they started all right. Marshy was flying around.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys looked like they, had some pep in their step. But I don't know. Those are some pretty big breakdowns.
Andrew, tell us, you're in town. Tell us what you're doing. I mean, we saw each other at sled hockey. We'll get to sled hockey, but maybe give everybody an idea how you work and what
Yeah.
you work and how much love you're giving the league and all the people around the communities.
Well, I feel like I retired forever ago now. It's like 7 years, I guess. And it took less than a year off before I took a job with the league. So, yeah, I've been working for the NHL for quite a while in our social impact, growth, and legislative affairs department, which is just awesome. Like, we do such good work. I have incredible colleagues that work on sled hockey. There's a player inclusion coalition. We work on youth hockey, like learn to play. So like all the good stuff. It's awesome. Like I have the best job. I get to go to Hockey Day in Canada and Craft Hockeyville and work with partners on some pretty cool community events. So for Four Nations, yeah, we saw each other at sled hockey. Canada-US for the Reeve Classic. Our foundation worked really closely with the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation to raise a ton of money one night, and then they played great sled hockey the next. So I know that was humbling, right?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's like the hardest thing in the world to do.
Yeah.
And talk about fitness and upper body strength and CrossFit and rock games. That's legit. Those guys, and they go so hard at each other, huh?
Dude,
Aggressive.
They were killing each other,
aggressive.
like lining each other up and absolutely running each other over. It was good. I mean, it's just such a great sport. Incredible athletes. Like, it's great that like the NHL. Like I said, I'm so proud to work there. Like, obviously played in the NHL for a long time, was a union guy, but all the good stuff that the NHL does, like we obviously bring it with the excitement of the game and whatnot, but we show up for the community, like time and time again. And the guys that play the game show up and do the work in the community. Guys that retire, you know, you're out.
Love
like
it. Love
it's
it. Learn
just
to play. It's
such
the
a
best
good
way.
community. The hockey world is ripe to grow and welcome more people in. So that's my job. It's great.
And now we got to get this too. We got to get the all new animated way, the best snow day ever. So not only are you growing the game with animation and having the kids watch the game, but you're actually going to be color analysts. So this is like good reps right now, being on camera, talking, doing this. So maybe a little play-by-play.
Yeah, you want to do
color analyst the rest of the
practice?
way.
Guys, like I might have to watch the game to actually do play-by-play. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. I'm just yapping away over here. It's going to be sweet. Like they asked me to
There you
do
go.
color commentary for this animated game. So like everybody sees like when they shoot the puck really hard, then you know how hard it is because there's a tracker in the puck, right? You know how fast they skate because they're wearing trackers on every player. But basically all that is like a ton of data going into our servers and, you know, doing all the stuff. And then, I don't know, really smart people can turn that into cartoons and like have all that data represented in like cartoon figures. And so we've done a few games. Big City Greens was a big one that the NHL did. But we're going to have Best Snow Day Ever, which is we're going to be on the Boston Common, which is going to be all cartoon-like. Blades is going to be out there, you know, doing his thing. And we're going to have an animated game that, is the representation of the real game on March 11th.
March 11th.
So if Marshy has the puck right now, it's going to be like...
Marshy's going to look like, I don't know, I want to make him like a little pigeon, you know, like a little cartoon pigeon skating around. And like that'll be, like, you make him whatever you want, you know? So,
cool.
It's pretty cool. And obviously it's geared towards a younger audience. Have some fun with it. I don't know, the Bruins are brilliant because they do such a good job with their Learn to Play programs, but also their Future Goals program, which is a STEM learning thing. They go into classrooms, help kids learn about science through hockey. And so during the game, we're going to be, you know, exploring some science concepts and like angles and force and all that kind of cool stuff, right? And then the game will be chopped up and sent across like our network of schools where kids will be doing homework on a Bruins game, right? So I don't know. I would have rather learned about science through hockey.
Me
probably
too.
would have picked up a little bit more.
Tukes, do you go to school?
For a little bit, yeah.
Dude, Finland's always like number one in the world.
Number one STEM.
number
he's
one.
a brilliant mathematician.
Yeah,
I know
I mean,
that.
happy
But
as-
that's just
Look,
natural.
what, are you
That's
Happy
natural.
is the smartest. What else there is? Yeah.
Most stylish.
More stylish, yeah. Wear your scarf inside.
All right, let's watch this power play.
Power play. That was
We
a great
got
move
over
by
the bit.
Marshy, by the way.
Marshy, end to end,
He felt
digging
that
in.
he was still on the high from the Four Nations for sure.
This is a really good time to get a power
we need
play
that
goal,
one.
huh? Down 2-0.
Oh, put.
Is
they got
Bergeron
the
going to
second
call
unit
Pasta
out.
again for the one-timer?
Well, he's not on the ice, but yes, I'll still call Pasta.
He's not? Yes, he is.
No, second. Oh, yeah, he is.
No,
Okay, he's not on.
Yeah, he is.
Different spot.
They just took
They changed
Marshy
it.
off.
Oh, my favorite player's out there. Lohrei, right? He's 6?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, he's my favorite. He's got so much, I'll use a big word, audacity
Ooh, nice.
on the
With
blue
the
line.
puck? Yeah.
Man, I was so scared, you know, like to do anything,
Yeah, he has no.
you know, really
no
risky.
fear there.
He's so calm. I have so much respect for that.
Especially as a young guy.
Yeah, it's a little different nowadays, too.
You think Claude would have let him dance
exactly.
the line like that?
Thank you.
Facts.
Yeah. Hey, you're in the power play. You're just going to dump it in.
But here's the thing, even if I did have the green light from Claude, like I couldn't do it, still couldn't do it.
Just don't have the tools.
I can sit here and pretend, but yeah, it wasn't, I couldn't pull that out of the bag of tricks.
You had your moments.
Yeah. Yeah, you saw me coming down when we were practicing shootouts and stuff.
Yeah.
I went to a shootout once with Edmonton. I was the captain, and we were in San Jose, and I think we got to like the 17th round, and I didn't get to go. I was like,
And the whole time, you're like, looking back after every shooter, you're like, it's got to be close to my turn now.
coach is starting to ask, like, are we allowed to use guys twice yet?
Hey, can I use the goalie? Can I use the backup goalie?
Yeah, like, really? I think we called up like some rookie from the minors. I was like, it's a joke, man. Oh, well. I wasn't that bad, was I?
No.
I had a wrister.
Yeah.
Old school.
It made you think after. You're like, oh my god.
Oh, it was a big shot to the ego.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh well. Come on, Marsh.
Yeah, he's dancing.
Get it done, bud. Boston, whole 2 minutes. They got to shoot a little more, I think. Stated the obvious.
Well, no, if you get passed around like that, right? It's too
Yeah,
easy
well,
to
eventually
close
they'll
out
just
and-
close you, exactly.
It's good for like power play guys to like practice penalty kill every once in a while, just to like realize what's hard to defend, right?
Yeah, I've always said that actually, that, I enjoyed playing the PK because it actually makes you react quickly and kind of think about, okay, this area of the ice is hard to cover as a
Got it.
killing unit.
How often did you actually kill penalties in practice?
Not very often, and that's
Because the
one of
power play goes, right?
So that's one of the things that I used to tell coaches is I'd like to go at least 1 or 2 reps so that I can also work on it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's one thing to work on the power play. You also want to. If I'm going to be on the ice for important PKs, like
You got to work on that too, yeah?
exactly. So
Yeah,
We
but
used to
you
go
were
hard at each
yes,
you were net front when Z was taking a one-timer. You don't need
Can
to
I
be
go on
like
a PK
blocking
now?
the shot. Also,
oh my God, don't move. I won't hit you.
we had Z here.
Okay.
We told the story like, Bergie, don't move. I won't hit you. Okay.
Dude, you didn't know where it was going.
Yes, he did.
Z?
Of course he did.
Everything was calculated.
Score.
Life flashed before my eyes every time I was in front of it.
Pre-game skates.
We did go hard at each other, right, in practice,
It's the best. That's how you get good,
Yeah.
man. Like,
for sure. PK, PP was always a competition about, who's going to come out on top, and same thing with the 3-on-3 battles that we used to talk about. We've talked about it many times, but like it's always fun to think about the memories.
Hey, not for nothing here, but like my pick, I'm not sure, is Brazo playing today or not? I haven't seen him touch the puck.
I haven't either.
Right?
No, he's had a couple of good plays. He's had
He
a couple
has?
of good plays. Yeah.
It's we're gonna. I'm not gonna say it. We'll be right back after this. We're back. Unobstructed Views presented by Coors Banquet. We've got Snow Day up on the screen.
Yes.
Panthers, Bruins, March 11th. Andrew Ferentz on the couch. He will be the color analyst for the Snow Day, so make sure you check that out. Raise a banquet to Bruins hockey. Coors Banquet, official partner of the Boston Bruins. Casey, you got a tweet for us over there?
I do. Someone's trying to find the way to y'all's heart. Meredith Ward 88 wants to know, pulled pork or smoked ribs? I'm going to toss it back to you, Razor, to get your opinion first.
Okay. Me first, huh?
Yeah.
I'd probably go pulled pork. Ribs are fine, but they're a little messier than the pulled pork.
Are they looking to send some food over here or something?
Yeah, that'd be nice too.
No.
I'd pulled pork as well.
Pulled pork as well?
In case it's coming our way.
Yeah. What else?
Right.
Yeah.
Andrew, hot seat.
I'm pulled pork, 100%.
I guess I'll say
Pulled pork sandwich. That's the way to
Pulled
go.
pork down the line. Okay, but now I have to ask a follow-up. Our 3 Canadians can help here. Marchie told NESN that he kind of has a hot take. He's anti-poutine. Does this kind of go against Canadians? Like, what would you say? Andrew, I'll give it to you first as our guest.
He's anti-poutine. That's crazy. No, it's great.
What?
The cheese curds, if you get like good cheese curds and gravy, and I mean, you have to eat it right away.
Yeah, that's a key.
Yeah.
Maybe I can
That's
picture
solid.
Marshy just getting poutine like in his room. Like he goes to Montreal, he's up in his room, he gets like Uber Eats or something like that. Like guaranteed mush. You can't.
Yeah, true.
You can't get poutine.
The fries
delivered.
have to be crispy still.
Yeah.
You try to go to the right place too, right? Like you
Yes.
can't just like take it.
How
Well, I'm a
long is too
poutine
long?
guy, but you can't do it, 3 times a week. But
No.
you
My
know.
kids would. My kids would be all over that.
I kind of want poutine now.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
haven't
nice.
had it since
Oh,
last time
buddy.
we were in Montreal.
Oh, that's
Every
the
time we
thing.
go home,
You got to stop and
Make a
get it
stop,
in
for
Montreal,
sure.
right? Yeah.
You could open up a food truck, eh? Bergie's Poutine.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there
Kill it.
Bergie.
Great idea.
That would be sick, actually, if you did that.
Yeah. Ready to
You
fun.
got lots of time to do it, too.
that's true. Lots of time.
All right, David Pasternak
Is it a penalty or no?
draws a penalty? As you asked, as I asked that.
They were kind of,
I feel like it
protesting.
looked like they did. Yeah, Zegras
Yeah.
is going to the box.
On the goalie.
Oh, no, John Gibson. Trevor Zegras, he doesn't kill penalties.
He's trying to say it was an accident. And that ref is not
You guys
buying.
like that as goalies?
I mean, it's tripping.
Poke, try to play the puck, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's tripping. Guys do that all the time too, right?
Yeah.
That is what it is.
How many penalties did you get in your career?
Ooh, a lot.
I remember.
What was your
one
most,
in the AHL? You guys remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Let's
my
bring
God,
the
that
video up.
meltdown.
I don't think that was even a penalty.
Did you get any minutes for that?
No.
Oh, that's
That
pretty
was
cool.
understandable snapping.
That sucks.
Yeah. But I was good for like 4 to 6 minutes a year.
Oh, that's another
tell
one.
you that.
That's a real
If
one.
they don't
5
call
on
it
3.
Yeah, it had to be.
Oh,
And that was a
okay.
tough start to the
There we
power
go.
play, so hopefully
Yeah, it
they can
was.
settle.
They might have just got bailed out. They might have just got
5
bailed
on
out
3.
here.
All right, Pasta. Now I call it Pasta in his office.
that one timer? Yeah.
Sure enough, they'll put Poitras. Well, actually, that'd be good for me. Like, it's my player of the
You
game.
win either way.
Brazo is just looking back at coach right now, saying, "Hey, hey, coach,
Front of the net, front of the net, front of the net.
I heard Tuuk's chirping me over
Tuuk's
there.
got
Yeah.
me."
No, he had a couple good looks, good shifts.
Yep. Well, this got to be a goal.
Who do they put on the point? Who's the quarterback back there?
I think it was low right.
Low right, yeah.
Oh yeah, my guy.
C-Mac is out, McAvoy, and then
Tuukka, I know how many penalty minutes you have in your career. How many do you think you had?
My career,
Yeah.
65.
65 minutes.
26.
Jesus.
Oh, that's NHL. You sound like Sean Thornton now. You've been hanging out with Thorny too long.
How would you get to the 5? You didn't get a fight, did you? Did you fight anybody?
No, I was trying to fight a lot of times. They wouldn't let me.
Who did you try to fight?
Jimmy Howard, I tried to fight once.
Did you really?
Yeah.
From where? From
Cam.
your crease? You're just yelling at him? He couldn't hear you.
No, it was during like the TV timeout. We're skating to the.
Oh, yeah.
I think
good one.
he was like punching our guys or something, and I was kind of seeing enough at that point. but I think I was.
Oh,
Get in.
Nice.
Yeah, Marcy. Hey, there we go. There we go. That's a huge goal.
Is that a Marshy little
A little tap in at the
That's
end.
nice, huh?
That is nice.
that.
They're going to Lindholm now.
in the
That's
cartoon,
probably
in the
Linda.
cartoon game, it's going to be Marshy just like pecking away at currency in front of the net.
You should have.
hungry.
Oh, you have to do that.
just
You
hungry.
absolutely have to do that.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah. That's
I'm
Lindholm.
sure they have the
We
technology.
could have like a crazy bird lady like spreading seed in front of the net.
The game is just going to be a sideshow. We're going to just focus on Marshy.
Quite the pass from Pasta there. That no look, like fake shot pass.
And that freezes Gibson just enough. He has
He's really
he's got a
Oh,
hole.
that's straight in.
Yeah,
that was
straight in.
Nice.
Well, the seam passed one-timer, but it's passed it to Lindholm.
Yeah.
So you're close.
I mean,
50%.
exactly.
That's a monster.
Yeah, we needed that.
Yeah. Go get another one now.
I mean, they did more than we did, but we still need
Yeah, a little bit more, not much.
Still in the power play. Hopefully they can capitalize on that. Get back in the game. There's a lot of perimeter passing right now.
my goodness,
he's
my
flying.
God.
Shot
Who
out
is
of the
that
cannon.
guy?
It's Frankie.
Boy,
Bertrand.
Is it?
Smokes.
He's a good skater.
a couple of Red Bulls.
I guess he
Oh,
is.
there's
McDavid.
McDavid.
That's it. That was exactly it. It's McDavid's spot for a little while there, out on that ice.
They put a plaque there.
Yeah.
Brazo.
There he is. That was it there.
That was it. He had his chance.
Yeah. Pasta
Go ahead.
keeps the streak going.
Yes.
It's up to 14.
Is there a record watch here or something? Or
That's his career high now. He was on 13 was his original career high back in 2019. Now he's up to 14.
I think I got to 2 once.
Did you know that you were on 2?
The 2 games.
I asked
streak?
earlier if
Oh,
Bergie
yeah,
knew when he was on.
100%.
Yeah.
I
You're
texted my
feeling-
mom, everything.
Everyone watched for the third. Were you feeling it in the third game?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get it though.
Is that a point streak or a scoring?
Those points for
Yeah.
sure, probably. I don't know
second
if I
assist.
Well, they count.
They do.
I know. I have plenty of.
If they didn't count, I'd be
How many points do you have now, Tuukka? So I'm gonna get them to check on the points. You got like
Mike, I
you got
think-
like 85 points or what?
I was just gonna say. I think one year I had like few somehow, and I had more than like some.
Like the guys who get that's the best.
That's
huh?
so
That's the best. When you get one early and like halfway
you're
through
above.
the year you're above everybody on the sheets that everyone's passing around the
Like
room.
I was like on a 4-game point streak. You're like, the point streak is like, what are we doing here? Oh my god.
All right. Well, they get one on the 5-on-3. Now we'll get back to 5-on-5 play here.
Yeah, hopefully they can use that momentum. Establish some of that good 5-on-5 time in zone, you know? Freddie, good hit.
Guys guys get asked about it all the time, but deadline. When does it creep in? Did it creep in for you guys? Were you in a situation at any point, especially you, Andrew, where
I was like, yeah. Bergie was biting his nails every year. Dude was sweating. I'd have to take him out for lunch, calm him down. You're like, bud, it's going to be okay. You'll be okay. Even if you
Just keep playing your game.
Even if you end up in Buffalo, it'll be fine, man. They have wings, snow.
That's so funny.
Sorry, what was your question?
I don't know. I'm just trying to keep it
Of
going.
course.
Trade deadline.
But
Trade
the
deadline.
trade deadline.
Sucks, man.
Yeah.
Well, it sucks for you personally, but also for like your buddies, right? Like, 'cause
Yeah.
you're kind of all going through it, and like somebody's gonna get tapped usually, right? So
Yeah.
it's kind of like a Russian roulette kind of thing. Somebody's got this.
100%.
All right. Well, the Bruins cash a 5-on-3 in. Elias Lindholm will be back after this. 2-1. Anaheim, 7.5 left in the second. We're back. Unobstructed Views presented by Coors Banquet. Tuukka, Rask, Patrice, Bergeron, myself, Andrew Raycroft, and our special guest, Andrew Ference, 2011 Stanley Cup winner. We haven't even got to a 2011 story. What's your 2011 story, Andrew Ference, that beyond the middle finger, or the glove malfunction, I should say, beyond the glove malfunction,
those goal scoring odds, I would have been plus 2011.
And
probably.
I'd be hammering that on your streak.
Yeah.
On your streak. What's one thing that stands out? One moment within all of those series, not the big stuff, like one of those little ones where you felt this was awesome.
Oh, man, we had such a good group. Like, guys are just crazy. People always ask like what was special about that year, and like, I feel like to a guy, like we're all a little bit nuts.
Yeah.
And we're willing to just kind of go into, it's almost like going into character, and you start feeding off each other. And, you know, it's hard to isolate playoffs because it's a whole build-up. Like those games against Montreal, those games against Dallas, where there's just like rough and fights and like chaos. And like we just fed off the chaos and emotions of those types of games. So it was like that slow build-up to playoffs. And, yeah, we just kind of rode it. But the first two games against Montreal, obviously dropping them at home, after the year that we screwed up against Philly and like really bombed, like that feeling of going up to Montreal and knowing how important Game 3 was, like that was it for our whole group, right? Like we screw that up and they're blowing up the whole team, right?
Yeah.
So I think of all the games, like that Game 3 in Montreal, and like the importance of it and the stakes of, you know, what that I think meant to us as a group, because I think we all took it a bit personally, right?
Yeah.
Like to not blow up the core and send everybody away after losing to Philly, and like I think we all felt like we really owed it to the city, the team, management, to each other. Yeah, so that I clearly remember going up there, preparing for that game, sitting in the room. And those weren't easy games, but
yeah. No, I love that answer. I feel like you might not remember this, but we went in Lake Placid obviously after we were down 2-0 instead of.
Was it
going to
after
Montreal.
the second? I was going to ask, second game or third game?
Before the third game.
Was
it was after Game 3, before Game 4.
That's
Okay.
what I thought, because I think we had
I think you're right. It was 2-1. You're right.
We had to get out of the city.
And then like I remember going for lunch with you and Rex and a bunch of guys, and just the demeanor and the way that like we enjoyed that lunch, and the fact that we're down 2-1 is still, you know, a long way to go, obviously, but like just the confidence, the conversations, how much we cared for each other, you know, was so special. And I still remember to this day that lunch where, I don't know, it just felt like, hey, you know what, like I want to continue this, you know, I don't want to get away from that. So it was pretty cool.
TV.
All right, we got some more special teams here. Anaheim again? No,
Yeah,
love
that
it.
was bad.
No, he's going to go nuts. Cronin's going to go nuts here at this point now. 3-0. Another tripping penalty in the offensive zone. Bruins have an opportunity here to tie it up. 5:30 left in the second.
Oh, he's angry.
He's not happy.
We'll feel.
Jesus.
All right, we are back on Unobstructed Views, presented by Coors Banquet. We've got a full couch with Andrew Ferentz joining us as the Boston Bruins go on the power play for the third time this second period to get themselves back into the game. We take a look at this.
Let's see.
What
is he mad
protesting?
about? Yeah, like
He got his leg in there. Big 91 went down.
I think he thought he was going to hit him, so he kind of tried to give him a little reverse
Reverse hit.
but then I think he lost footing
balance
in a way. So I can see where he's mad because I feel like he's only just going to get the puck, but at the same time, it doesn't look like it's a slew foot.
What would you have said to the referee there, Patrice?
I would have reacted like he did. I probably wouldn't have said anything. I would be like, yeah, okay. Please, sir.
The best is when you do something and you know it's so
Yeah,
wrong that
exactly.
you're just like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
You just go straight to the box. You're like, yeah.
The best is when you know you're so wrong, but you're still mad and you still complain about it.
Have
It's
to
like,
yell at
come on.
somebody.
Yeah, you're more mad at yourself.
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
still want to just yell. All right, boys, we need this one. Nice.
Oh.
Pastas did their shit today. Go in your office.
He almost got it standing behind the net.
Did you ever get suspended?
Never, no.
Those are hilarious because no, they're actually not hilarious at all. But you go on those calls,
Yeah.
and you're just fighting for your life.
You're trying to convince them that.
I am the cleanest player that's ever played the game of hockey ever, and I got to hurry this call up because I got to go volunteer at the shelter.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
save some dogs, and you're just trying to be so good.
But then their mind's probably set too, no? Don't you think?
Yeah.
And then they pull the video up of it.
Yeah, they're all the angles.
Yeah.
My stuff was all pretty dirty. I think.
Did you have a hearing for that glove incident or no?
Yeah, they're laughing at me basically because I did go with the it got stuck, and they're like, really? They
there it is.
were just,
Patra.
Brazo.
Patra.
oh,
Brazo.
nobody wants it.
Oh,
Nobody
no.
wants it.
No, it's a one. Okay, there's someone there. Good save.
Safe.
Yeah, no, he's like, so run us through the play, and it's not a hockey play, right? So you're literally walking him through the play. You're like, well, I followed the play up the ice. I got hit. I saw the puck bounce, and I wanted to hit it really hard, and it went in the net, and I was so excited.
wanted to
I
make a
pumped my
fist, but
fist, and wouldn't you know it, I was wearing new gloves. And that finger wouldn't go down. And I was like, you know how it is, they're stiff. And he's like, are you serious? I'm like, yep. That's my story. He's like, well, we got to fine you $2,500. I was like, all right.
Cool.
No suspension? Okay. And then I told you guys know, I've told this story lots, but I came back to the North End and I had money taped to my buzzer, my door, in my condo where I lived.
So awesome.
You were trying
A few $100, man.
paying your
Sick.
fine. That's so cool.
So awesome.
That's the best.
The best neighborhood ever.
Awesome. Casey, before this period ends, let's go to you over at the desk.
All right. Well, we lost a legend in play calling this week. Pittsburgh announcer Mike Lang passed away on Wednesday. But if you remember phrases such as "look out, Loretta" and "slap me silly, Sydney," and oh, by the way, it's a hockey night in Pittsburgh. These are just a few of the famous quotes that were said by Mike Lang. But there's one that you may know. It's including one of the most famous calls on Mario Lemieux's first career goal. Take a listen now.
So cool.
So cool.
That's a
7
legend.
seconds in.
Slap me silly, Sydney? Did he say that? I fought
Great
Sidney
phrases.
Crosby. Is that what he said when I fought Crosby? That was his first ever.
I love it.
Trivial Pursuit there for you kids.
I've got it. I won't forget that now.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good fight.
I saw him fight
That was-
Matt Niskanen one.
On your fight?
That was his first, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I was so proud.
He might.
I finally
think
got to him.
He might invite you to the Hall of Fame induction for that.
Right?
Maybe.
He's had a couple since. He's strong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is a strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I was so happy. I'm like, oh, it's you finally get under a guy like that skin. 'cause
Yeah,
it's so
yeah.
hard.
Of course, yeah. Finally snapped.
yeah. It's such a win. Did you ever snap on anybody? I'm trying to think.
Obviously,
rare.
we talked about it.
yeah.
The hit on the Islander guy. That's my favorite one.
Oh my
Who
God.
got you?
I wasn't even mad on that. I was more mad at like us like playing poorly on the power play, and I just went to finish on my a little late. That was old rules. But I fought a few guys over my career, but
Like angry fights though?
I snapped once on Jeff Skinner. Actually, slew-footed me in behind the net, and then I lost it. But we didn't fight. It was more like the linesman got involved, and
You're ready to get him.
Oh, he's got a cool stick. I like that. It's like gold and shiny. Tough break.
Tough break, huge call. That was coming at some point. They weren't getting another one. They weren't getting another
for sure
one.
the Bees are gonna be killing penalties pretty soon.
Oh,
And
my
that
God,
would have been a
that's-
2-on-1. So that's a
Well, Tuukka doesn't like it.
Tuukka doesn't like
I
it.
don't know. I mean, he fell. No,
He was
I mean,
going down. He
maybe
was
a
going down. He went
yeah.
down pretty easily.
Yeah.
He did not fight through it.
No.
At least it's on bad ice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly
something like
what
that.
it is. Living on the ice.
Fresh ice, boys. Start of the period, PP.
Any chance they would have gotten, they're going to call it at this
Yeah,
point.
100%.
Some great special teams numbers.
Yeah,
boys.
Anaheim's 0 for 15
Yeah.
in their
Yeah.
last 7, so they're 0 for 15. So
So Bruins were 30th power play, and these guys are
yeah, 31st.
nice.
Yeah. That's how you become a 500 hockey
Yeah.
team.
Well, the coaches always wanted both to add up to like over 100, right? Is that kind of
Yes,
that's like your
right.
benchmark?
Yeah, that's,
Yeah,
it's
that's
probably
right.
a good.
And it might be a
that.
little higher now with the power
105,
plays
yep.
getting up to like 25. But yeah, you got to be around 80% PK, right?
at least.
Now you guys were the other way when you won a cup. You were about 95 on the PK
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
8
about 5.
on
We
the
were about
power play,
100.
right? You're still over 100.
I got thrown on the power play sometimes.
Did we score? We did against Vancouver. We didn't have a power play goal, I
Yeah.
think, right, for the longest time.
I don't think
in-
so.
in
Like,
playoffs.
the finals. Was
We scored in the finals.
That's all that mattered.
Exactly.
That's okay. There's
Doesn't
no,
matter if
there's
you
no
win,
penalties in
Yeah, there
playoffs
wasn't
anyways.
penalties in there. That's right.
that is true.
Nowadays
true,
it's
though.
different. Nowadays you have to
Yeah,
score.
That's the best game of my career. I think probably was that Tampa game.
Tampa.
Game
no
7,
penalties.
0 penalties.
1-0 game.
What an amazing game. The Garden was insane.
Yes.
Everybody talks
Yeah.
about that game
So
here.
awesome.
Everybody.
Well,
I don't know where I was. I didn't watch it.
Does Zadorov fight? Has he ever fought?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fighting.
He's so big.
Yeah.
big time.
He's strong.
He's
Probably got 3 or 4 fights this year.
Frankie doesn't care, though, I guess.
No, right at him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fight him.
No. But
No way.
Frankie's from Springy or something? From
Yeah.
Springfield? Yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys are a different breed. They don't back down either.
He sent his friends.
There you go. 700 games.
700
friends.
games. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's a big number. That is a real big number. Remember when 400, huh, Andrew?
But
400 games? Just
Bergie
do-
played his 700th when he was like 22. 400, yeah, you get the
Oh,
pension.
the pension. Oh, that was just
That was the
grinding
number,
for
huh?
400.
So
Yeah.
true.
Grinding
Grind it
for
out.
400.
What was it for like to get your own room before the first lockout? It was like
Oh,
300
God.
games or something?
No, it was like 15 years. Like,
Yeah, it was something.
Yeah.
It was like
Something ridiculous.
only Mario and Wayne had their own rooms. Like it was something like you had to be in the Hall of Fame already
35
to
years
get your
old,
own
having a
room.
roommate.
it was actually brutal.
That's so fun.
I felt
4
so,
kids at home, and you're fucking, then you got a 19-year-old in your room
I
on
felt
the
so
road.
guilty. Like my first call up, we were on a road like Buffalo or something, and they gave goalies their own room. And I'm like, I get like a hot tub and stuff. What is going on?
That's awesome.
Don't let Z see it.
Right.
Exactly.
I played with Darius Kasparaitis in Pittsburgh, and his roommate was Ian Moran, who you guys probably know.
Yeah, played with him.
Kasper couldn't go to bed without having his roommate in the room. So Ian would be over like playing cards or whatever, and Kasper would walk down the hallway and be like, "Ian, time for bed. I need roomie." Because you literally couldn't fall asleep with somebody in the room. I'm like, oh my God.
That's so good.
That's so cute.
2-1, big kill for the Bruins. Andrew, thanks for joining
Thanks,
us.
buddy.
That was
buddy.
awesome. Thanks for coming in.
Good to have you, man.
Good to see you. Thanks
Yeah.
for being in Boston. All you're doing for the NHL, it's huge. So
Well,
great for the community. You're
Good
paying
to
it
join you
forward.
guys, man.
You're
It's
really
awesome.
paying it forward.
Thanks,
Thank
Jordans.
Thank
Good
you.
coach.
Yeah,
Comfy.
Yeah.
good comfy couch. So
Join you guys.
You got it.
we're gonna look for a comeback. You're +1, right?
Yeah.
You're +1.
You did your
so that's
job.
all you can ask from you, and we'll be back after this. Huge third period coming up for the Boston Bruins. We are here on the couch. Unobstructed Views presented by Coors Banquets. We feel a comeback coming on. A good second period there for the Boston Bruins. A great second period for us with Andrew Ference joining us. He's awesome and doing great work for the NHL, and fun to get him back here and
Always
hanging
great
out.
to see him for sure.
Yeah, he's doing good things.
Yeah.
Doing that.
He's busy. He's all over the world. He is all over the world. So, Casey, how are you doing over there at the desk? We got anything cooking over there?
I'm doing great. I just realized how far Bergeron and Tuukka now seem away from each other, but that's a problem for another day. For a tweet we've got from Shakri writes, favorite memory representing your country in best on best international competition. And Bergie, I got to throw this one over to you.
I'm going to go 2016 World Cup. My family, it was in Toronto. My family was able to be at the event. My son also was there. Yeah, so it was just a special day, special event, or a special tournament to share with my family, and ultimately to win also made it even more special.
Tukes?
I was going to throw it to you, but I'll go. Olympics 2014, we were in Sochi. We won bronze medal, so that was definitely the highlight of my international career.
Yeah, I didn't do best on best. No best on best for me. I should have made. I almost made it in 04. No, World Junior. That's a whole nother story. I got. You know,
Screwed.
Yeah, big time.
There was a good
Big time.
memory, though.
MVP of the OHL, CHL goalie of the year. I didn't even get invited to camp.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a tough. It was all the French goalies got.
Sorry,
There you go.
Goalie change.
Goalie change.
Gibson is out.
John Gibson hurt himself at some point.
Yeah, it's got to be something.
He's
If
hurt
I could
every
go
year,
on
isn't
social
he?
media, gets hurt a lot. Yeah, he does get hurt a lot. Casey, sorry, what do you got?
No, I was asking, we heard that some legends took a picture with Patrice Bergeron.
Yes.
And who were some of the guys that they got pictures with?
So my boys got very lucky. After the game, we went down after the finals, and we were in the hallway, and we saw Wayne Gretzky walking by, and they got a picture with him. And then, sure enough, we keep walking. Mark Messier and PK Subban showed up, and then as we see on the video right now, we waited a little longer, and Marshy, Crosby, McDavid all came out to do media, and we stopped them right before their interviews, and were able to catch a chat for a little bit and snap a picture with them. So it was pretty special to be there for my kids. It meant a lot to me as a dad.
It's kind of a good night.
That's kind of a good
Yeah, I know. I told him after, I was like, you know what? This is like a once in a lifetime here.
Your boys know all those, well, obviously Marshy, but like McDavid and Crosby.
Yes. Oh yeah, 100%. And then also Gretzky.
And Wayne, they're on Wayne. They knew Wayne
right away.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it was
So good.
I mean, for me, as that kid still inside, was pretty starstruck when I saw Wayne and Messier and walking by. It was pretty cool even for myself. So.
Oh no, Wayne, you're always in a headlight.
Oh yeah,
you're in a headlight whenever he's around.
Exactly.
And then, how many times you play with Sid? What? Probably 5 or 6, all the way back to 05?
World Juniors, World Championship, 2 Olympics, World Cup, 5. Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
On his line every time?
Except
for
Vancouver.
10? Yeah, except for 10,
I
right?
wasn't really playing. All right, we need a little comeback here. Comeback
we do.
action.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I mean, they're hanging in.
They're right there.
Yeah. At this point now, it's a one-shot game either way. They get back into it with the 5-on-3 goal.
I think this is going to be the normal game now, one-goal games.
Well, it's going to get tighter and
from-
tighter for sure
from
because
here on,
we talked about all the
everybody's-
teams being in it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everyone's kind of involved. They need the points at a.
So even more so, like when you're down, you kind of can grind out a win and.
You got to find
ways.
wins in these ones,
Yeah.
right?
Find ways,
These are the
man.
ways you got to find ways,
Yes.
and that's how you stack a win on top of a win, and you get on a 5-game streak when you sneak a few out, right?
Hey, maybe it's my guy's time. Justin's on the ice. Give him puck.
My guy's on the ice
He's
too.
looking for it.
Matthew. Potsy, get it done. he had some good moves, some nice passes.
Yeah, they almost had that one on that 2-on-1 at some point in the second period.
Yeah.
He probably feels pretty sharp. We talked, so Matty Patra, Callahan, both guys went down to Providence. I'm sure that's what the guys are talking about on the broadcast right now. Went down and played.
Yep.
What a benefit for those guys. Hopefully they gave them a day off or 2 days off, but really as young guys to go and get more touches in the minors just sets you up for a good stretch run at the end.
No, I agree. I don't think it's beneficial for them to.
They're not getting anything
days
going to
off,
the beach.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
So at this point, especially early in your career, it's important to keep playing. And I mean, I understand that rest is important as well. But that being said, I think having the reps and making sure you're staying sharp throughout the season is important.
Good forecheck. This fourth line.
Yeah, they're on it.
So good at the start of the year. Oh, you like that?
Oh, maybe E-Bug is coming, guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's sweating.
Keith
He's
is
sweating.
coming down.
He's sweating in there.
shout out to Keith. he's like he's at the bar probably watching the game.
Might get a text soon. Come put on the gear. Whoopsie.
Whoa.
Marshy, are you okay?
Hard, too.
Oh my goodness!
No, everyone's going down.
If anybody's
Oh.
earned the oh no,
Oh, no.
His head, I think.
Oh.
Hope not.
don't give me that.
Come on, man.
I think Dusty was out there even before the whistle blew.
He went down hard.
He went real
felt
hard.
Like,
Just lost an edge,
lost
too.
an edge.
Oh,
Yeah, it's that. It happened to me when against Pittsburgh at the Garden. Felt like that with Crosby. Kind of got tangled up, and my head just hit the back of the board. And
yeah.
there's
You
no
knew, you
give
had
in that
tons of
board
time.
with
Yeah,
that.
you had tons of time, too, right? Like, you try and protect, but there's nothing you can do.
Almost like that whiplash. That,
Yeah.
might be his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spotters.
I was just going to say the spotter would typically check that unless they can tell that it's his back, neck. Like, it's almost like you got in a car crash.
Yeah.
Right.
Got rear-ended.
Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah. You
Well,
can't
good news,
afford
he went to the bench. And,
Yeah. True.
right? Like, if it's...
That's a good point. Good defensive play right there by Lindy.
He's been real good tonight in the draw. He let Patrice Bergeron like 12 for 18 in the draw.
It's a good night.
Dominating.
A lot easier to start with the puck, huh?
Sure is. Oh,
For me, I think as centermen, it's like that. You know, we talk about for goalies early in the game, get a couple shots, make yourself feel good. For me, it's like always been face-offs.
you get a
Give me
couple,
a couple
early
of draws
wins.
early. You know,
Yeah.
get myself like in the game.
Yeah.
Really important for me. There's games where like it, you know, when there's no whistles, it takes a while. Oh, good save. Good shot, good save. Takes you a while, you know, to get back, and then it's just harder to get in the game.
Yeah, is it kind of like, you know, a goaltending or something? Like you could be chasing it. You know, if you don't get in the rhythm of the face-off, you could be chasing that too. Or?
Yeah, or even like if you don't have any face-offs and you don't really touch the puck early,
Yeah.
and you kind of like neutral zone plays where it's like down and back and down and back, and you're like, oh my God, I got to do something here. I got to get myself going. Good keep in. Wow. They are so good.
They've had the looks, and they're like,
They have,
they're getting the
absolutely.
chances. It's not like
They've had more than enough looks. How about no reviews the entire World Four Nations?
really nothing.
There was no reviews the entire time. No offside, no goalie interference, no reviews the entire time.
Huh.
Even penalties, I felt like they just let the guys
Yeah,
play.
they
which
They
really
is
did
did.
let them.
which
That
is
was like
great.
Yeah, it was
playoff.
awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Good hustle there by Geeky. Set himself up for a
Good rip.
chance.
Yeah, even that first U.S.-Canada game when it started, like I remember, I'm like, even the refs were kind of like surprised.
Stunned.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, this is interesting. But man, did it set the stage for an incredible tournament.
Yes, it did.
I know it wasn't the first game. I'm just saying, like the.
No, but that was the
But
big
that
one.
was
Yeah,
like-
that was the game,
main
right?
event.
Most anticipated game, and then that happens, and
Right out of the
the whole
gates.
internet blows up. It's an entertainment industry. Guys figured that out.
They did.
No, that was cool. It was. You could tell what it meant to the guys, and it was pretty fun to watch. I love that it was international play, best on best, but still felt like NHL
Yeah.
Playoffs.
right? Exactly. So, because sometimes Olympics can, on the big
Yeah.
ice, can seem a little different,
That's why I don't understand. Why can't we just play on a same rink?
right?
Well, and the other factor too is double IHF refs.
Yes, more penalties,
Yeah, so they have a different
set of rules.
expectation. It's a completely different referee game as well. As we
Go to
got a commercial break here. 13 minutes, a sleepy 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Bruins still down by 1. We'll be right back. We are back with Unobstructed Views presented by Coors Banquet. We've got the paddles in our hands, Casey, ready to roll. What do you got for us?
All right, starting us off with the over or under. We've got Washington Capitals, 110 points. What do you got for me?
I want to go over.
Sure.
Taking the over, too.
Over.
That's
Sure is very not
Sure.
convincing.
They're
All
leading
right.
the league, right?
They're leading the
Yeah, I
league.
think they're.
What do we got? We
on pace for it, right? We've
15
talked
and
about
10 the rest of the year. They're gonna smash 15 and 10. So
That's-
they're gonna be over, and they will be the number 1 seed in the East by all accounts.
Well, today was a solid start, too. For the next one, we've got Chicago Blackhawks, 60 points. Over or under?
They're at 41 right now, Tukes. They're at 41 right now.
I just hope for them. So like,
Under.
No, they're not gonna get there, I don't think.
I have.
but
I just
but
hope
Bergie has
You're
hope.
hopeful. You're
for
always
my
positive.
friends.
like
I'm
it.
hopeful for the guys that I know on the team.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's,
60's low.
That's kind. That's kind. Leon Draisaitl, 56 goals. I like this one. Over or under?
He's at 41 right now,
How do you guys know this? Like,
buddy.
okay.
Homework, dude.
Over.
homework.
Don't do no
He
homework.
was
What are you
got to
talking
do
about?
extra homework
Over.
coming in.
Yeah, you think he's getting?
Sure. I mean, why not?
I'm gonna go under. Sorry.
I'm going under, too.
All right. That's
He's
what
gonna
they-
get 50, though. 55.
25 games.
25. He's gonna get
Yeah, I guess.
14.
51 max. All right, for our last one, we've got Jack Eichel, 100 points. Over or under?
Jack Eichel.
Jack's a good guy. Over.
He's had a great year,
69
yeah.
points, plus 29. He's, oof. No, I don't think he's going to get to 100. He's at 69. He needs
Yeah, it's a lot. It's
Yeah,
31.
he needs 31.
Yeah,
He could do it.
Doable.
31, 25.
Hey,
he was
not
awesome in
full.
4 Nations.
Yeah,
by
maybe
the
he
way.
got a
was,
little, boost from there
He
too.
was really, really good. One of the best American players, I thought, especially in the final.
They'll need him now that they're missing a defenseman. He always helps out with the assists and racking things up, so we'll see.
True. There you go.
All
right.
There.
Thanks, Casey. We love our paddle game.
Yeah.
You did a great job.
Appreciate it, guys.
Are you nervous that you're down 1 right now in your debut?
I am. I feel like you put a lot of pressure opening up the show.
Yes, believe me, there still is a lot of pressure on you.
Saying that it's on me. This is not on me, guys.
No, it is. It is.
At least I gave out some good names.
Right now, it's on Merloni and TC. Those guys stunk.
There we go.
They were here for like 2
start.
minutes, and they were -2. Big hit. Is that true, Bo?
That's true. But
I mean, we penciled these games in, and this is like a guaranteed win. Anaheim Ducks at home, and now we're like down 1.
Yeah, we need something good here. We need something good here. An icing, isn't it? Do you guys feel after a break that end of this first game you would have a hard time? Dumoulin is the one who stepped up with the energy. Like after a break, like you'd think that you're well rested and like have energy, but I always felt like you would be a little. You needed a game to like get back into it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's more the energy. For me, it's more so like the rhythm and like you know like the getting back to like playing your game the right way and like
got it.
Getting used to that. But like a little rust, I guess, could shake that off.
Yeah.
But as far as energy go, usually it would help me a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like you have the energy, but it's like even though you're like way well into the season, it's like, oh, we're starting kind of like
starting over again.
And then it takes one game.
100%. It's like you're so used to skating every day or almost every other day that like you don't skate for 7, 8, 9 days.
That's nuts.
It's a big difference.
You
get
your
back
feet
on the ice,
hurt,
you're
your
like, oh my God.
ankles hurt.
Oh, like the first Olympic break, it was Vancouver, and that was like my first or second year. I think we had 10 days off.
Yeah, we did.
I'm coming back from the break. I'm like, I don't know if I can play hockey anymore. You know, like
I don't know how to put on strap on my pad.
yeah.
No, that's a good point. It's always
As a younger guy, you might not find the gym over those 10 days either quite as much as you would maybe later.
Probably not. No, I was working out every day. That's what I do.
That break, because I was in Vancouver that year, so we were on an 8-game road trip before.
I heard about that.
Right, yeah.
And then after we had another 6-game road trip.
Yeah.
I literally wasn't home for 2 months. It was nuts.
I remember Luongo was talking about that actually.
Yeah, it was wild. Good job by Sway closing out there.
Turned into a breakaway almost.
Yeah, like.
But don't you think that's better? We talked about that.
Yes,
like
it
he
is.
took the
It's clear.
pass away at least.
Yeah,
it was
it's clear.
clear that I have the shot.
Game just seems to be like up and down, up and down.
Yes, it's up and down.
Yeah.
A lot of guys don't really get to like what they want to accomplish, right? Is Martial? Have we noticed?
Haven't seen
I
him come back yet.
haven't.
Spotters must have gotten.
Yeah, and usually maybe we'll find out in the break if he's on the bench or where he's at.
You know, if he's feeling anywhere near okay, he's snapping out there right now that he's not playing because he's like wasting my time.
But at the same time, right? Safety.
But yeah, with the concussions, you
important
can
to do
miss.
it.
You can, yeah.
But I know what you're saying for sure. As a competitor, you're like,
Yeah.
get me back out there, but smart.
Good rip. Goal scorer, last name.
He's not there, right?
No, he's not there with those guys. Patrice on that line, so we'll see where Brad is after this. 2-1 Anaheim Ducks.
Go Bruins. We need one.
Need one.
expecting someone to be on you. You try to get rid of it.
Unobstructed Views presented by Coors Banquet. We are under 10 minutes left here in the third period. Bruins down 2-1. We're taking a look from that great 5-on-3 goal, the pass. You talked about it, Bergie. What a no-looker by David Pastrnak, finding the seam. Elias Lindholm has a good start after his Four Nations trip with Sweden, who didn't actually lose a game in regulation, the only team not to do that. Elias Lindholm picking it up lately. You know, of course, coming to a new team, new baby, all of the, you know, it's not the easiest thing, but he's up to over about half a point a game now, trending in the right spot.
Yep.
Yeah, before the break, he was definitely picking it up, right? Like,
Yeah.
He's playing a lot better.
Brad Marchand, by the way, too, we saw him during the intermission. If you are just watching us, had to get spotted. He is still red. Oh,
good
great back
good
check.
Back check.
There you go.
And a finish.
Is that worse?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good back
So
check.
hopefully Brad passes the spotter inside the dressing room and should be back out here by the end of the game, I would suspect.
Yeah, usually it takes like 10 minutes or so.
Yeah,
right?
about
Like,
that,
Yeah,
right?
it's a long process.
It's a good time for David.
Yes.
Anaheim can play fast, but this is such a yo-yo game, huh?
It really is. I was
back.
just
Like,
thinking that. It's like,
Holy smokes.
But everyone's trying to make moves everywhere.
Yeah,
Like, just like try to bring it on and crash the net and shoot maybe.
that's the league nowadays.
Yes, there's a lot of
Even
that.
if your team is not top of the standings, these guys can make plays.
Well, that and if you're not playing well, right? Like again, old school, you weren't playing it, you weren't feeling it, the puck was bobbling, you chip it in and go
Chip
get
it
it.
in,
Now
go
you
and-
just play faster.
Yeah.
Now it's like you go faster,
Yeah.
faster. It's
Yeah.
wild.
That sucks for goalies.
Yeah, it does.
You can't there's no, we'll dump it in,
Yeah, there's
whatever, like easy point shots.
Yeah,
This
the
is just-
5-on-5 is the half court game or like the in zone game where you'd get 5 wristers from the point
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
shift and steer it into the corner, and that's long gone.
Oh, we got the Let's Go Bruins chant.
Yeah, I like it.
I like
Saturday
it.
night special.
Boys going.
That's right.
But it kind of is like playing to Anaheim's game right now, like that back and forth, nothing really happening.
That's right.
Try to, killing time.
Play it,
They're
play
up
it.
by 1 on the road.
Way.
Play that. Move it, huh?
Yeah, move it.
Let's get to dinner. We all got reservations. All right, we're going to see
Back,
Brad.
he's back.
He's back.
All right. He's all good.
Hero of the game, maybe.
There it
You'll
is.
get
It's
a
all
goal.
lining up. It's all lining up for him.
That was a good back check right there because
Yeah.
that could have been ugly.
Good effort.
Another one there. Yeah. He's not happy with his
No,
pass.
he was not. That window, whatever window he saw, closed real quick
Yeah.
on him.
That's the thing. You saw it right there. Like he doesn't need anyone to tell him. That,
No, that's right.
That you,
Of course.
you messed up. So
No,
it's
you're
Yeah,
right.
he
That's
knows
a
right.
great.
That's what
It's a
I
great
think it's
example.
important to let people know is like
You're right.
even though you'll hear a mouthful, an earful, it's most of the time like you're even harder on yourself
Of course.
than anyone else. So
These
those guys
know.
care and they
know.
they want to do good.
Nice.
All right, boys, come on.
Nice seam. Oh, mama.
Walking the line on your back. and it's probably
oh,
not-
yeah.
It's
They're not
that's
gonna-
good defense right there. Little
It was well played. By Dumoulin.
little kidney shot, little pants pull right
Yeah.
there. Got him down. Oh,
Anaheim is close, and they're playing
There's
back.
not much there.
You know?
There's not much there. Okay, last commercial break of regular time. 5:24. Anaheim up 2-1. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back for the final run here. Unobstructed views presented by Coors Banquet. Bruins down 2-1. They fought back from that 2-0 deficit after the first period, scored one in the second. It's been 0-0 here in the third. Casey, let's go to you at the desk before we dial it in for these last 5 minutes.
Yeah, maybe the Bruins need some tunes to get them going. But Alice asked if you guys could see a band live, doesn't matter if they're still touring or not, what band would it be? I just got to see my favorite band, the Rolling Stones, this summer. But Tuukka, a lot of people are asking for your band.
Well, you know, I'm glad you started with me because I was going to say Rolling Stones. I missed them this summer and time's running out. So I've seen a lot of live bands, Metallica being one of my favorite ones. Seen them a couple times, but Rolling Stones, never seen them. I would like to see them.
They were great. They were great.
Still rocking, I bet.
Razor, you got one?
Oh, yeah, I got one. It's happening this summer. I'm going to London to watch Oasis at Wembley.
Wow.
At the end of July. And that has been on our list. But my buddies and I are all going over.
That's awesome.
We've been saying that.
Breakaway.
Oh, boy.
Let's go.
No,
Kiki.
yeah, he was righty. He was righty.
For me, it's Coldplay. I've heard they're great live, so
Yeah.
I'd love to.
They're coming this summer.
They are.
They are.
Yeah, Gillette.
Yeah.
All right.
They are, so there you go.
They are an experience, that's for sure. Hopefully the Stones, you can get out to see them quickly. Mick Jagger still has moves, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
He does.
Wow.
He walked the whole length of the stage over and over again. It's Keith I'm worried about.
Right.
Archie seems fine.
He sure did, going across the
all
middle
over
like
it.
he just did there.
Yeah.
I know.
With the
With those two guys.
the Trouba train somewhere lurking. Oh, this is a big point, huh?
Yes, that's
Like,
a huge
this
point.
is just a huge get it to
High
overtime.
stick? Whose stick was it? Ours or theirs?
Find a way.
Well, refs don't think it's theirs. Well, it's about that time, huh?
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
By the effort, it looks like the boys know how big these points are. They're
Yes.
Like, they're trying to buzz.
Oh, yeah.
Nice block.
I feel like Anaheim's playing a little bit more puck possession now. You know, like we talked about them, like trying to seam everything and like going back and forth. Now they're
Hanging on to it.
hanging on to it a little more,
Recycling.
and it's helping them kill some time as well. You know, they're not forcing plays and
Right.
not turning it over. And sure enough, they'll
Right
say
there.
that, and then someone will
Oh, that was it,
turn it
though.
over.
I mean, again, the Bruins have had chances. I mean,
Keeping it on the boards.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, smart.
Are they getting, is that booze?
Yeah, there's some booze on that one. Interesting time to do that.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's the one thing. It's
Oh.
like,
Well, that's a turnover we needed.
These guys have been out there for a while too.
oh, that's too many men.
Ooh, everyone's.
D to D. Hal Gill D to D right there.
Ooh.
All right.
All right, no goalie.
6-on-5. Here we go.
Marshy. Boston, his office.
Oh yeah, you calling it? Oh, we gotta get in front.
I don't know. I feel like Pasta's been a disher lately.
There's
Yeah.
not. I don't know if there. I feel like there's been one at some point, but maybe not. Not more than one 6-on-5 goals this season too. They haven't had many
For
of
the
them.
Bruins?
For the Bruins, yeah.
Yeah.
There's not been many of them.
I feel like the last few years it's been like that.
Yeah, a little dry.
But,
This was the chance, boy. This.
yeah. That goalie's been solid coming in like that.
Yes.
He's good. He
Right.
played in Ilves, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Finland,
that.
yeah.
There you go.
He's a big hero over there.
Really, huh? Oh, cool.
I think he found a girlfriend from Tampere.
Oh, really? Cool.
Young goalie.
Younger.
Younger. He's like mid-20s maybe now?
Yeah, that's what I would have said.
Something like that.
25. Was good last year. First year, like first time getting a look, and then this year he's been really good.
Yeah.
4-0 going into the break. This is good. Yeah!
Let's go.
That's a monster.
What is that? Like 16 goals in the last.
Yeah, he is.
30-something
He can
games.
hammer. He can beat goalies with his shot.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That's the vibe.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. What do we got? Goalie interference? Don't even.
Stop it.
Don't even. There's nothing there.
No.
Oh,
What are we talking about?
what is he talking about?
No. Oh.
Are you kidding me?
They can challenge that though, no?
Are you kidding me?
Come on.
Right? They challenge it.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
gonna get-
yeah,
You,
But is that a problem? The fact that like they called
kind
no
of-
goal on
it doesn't help. I mean, it has to be indisputable, but
Look,
that
like-
has to be
buddy. There's
indisputable.
no.
he
Tuukka,
punches
you guys
one,
are goalies.
twice.
Oh no, you can like a little shot there. That doesn't affect it at all.
Oh my! If this is no goal, this. Oh my goodness.
That's a joke. That they do that. Like
Did it hit something?
So the
It looks like
refs, the refs.
no,
called
just
that?
like a knuckle. The refs pulled that out somehow by watching the game.
Because he went to the crease and
Right
like
there.
gave him that.
But gave him a little
he
nudge.
thinks about pushing, but he kind of like slow, like he backs off a bit, right? Like he hits his glove at the end though. But it's almost like I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not a goalie. I don't know anything about it.
That's crazy.
It looks like nothing on the video.
Killorn's trying to like sell it.
Yeah.
Marshy is not buying it.
Only thing that could be that if it was like right as the pass was
Being
leaving,
made and he hit him.
you know, and he
Yeah.
kinda-
Yeah.
So
If we
that's
saw like the whole ice, we might have a better
that's
idea.
the
but
only argument, I guess,
that is
they're gonna
tough to call.
But
that.
yeah, you gotta get a wider view though.
Yeah.
Of course, they're challenging this.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to show it again. Yeah, because like if guy pushes it as the pass is leaving and he's a split second late,
Then
you're kind of poached.
But you think that's the case there? It seems like he still has time to come back. No,
yeah,
like he push. Oh yeah, in a way. But it's on him. He's
yeah,
like
I think so too, because he's the
he's the one
like
initiating, and he's not really concentrating on what's happened?
No, he was tracking the puck.
He tracked the whole thing. He looked to his left, and then he got to his right. That should be.
I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah, it'll be a tie game, I think.
So if this challenge doesn't go their way, it's going to be a penalty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be short.
Well, here comes the beer cans.
Yeah, here comes a big pro.
Yeah.
Matty Meyer's done a really good job on the challenges this year. They're 4 of 5, whether it was offsides or goalie interference or. This is as important as it is all season.
100%.
I can't believe they actually waved that off.
Yeah, I agree.
To begin with, right?
Like, if anything, you make
Let 'em
Anaheim
challenge, right?
challenge
Yeah.
it rather
I
than
agree.
force the Bruins to
It
challenge.
has to be like obvious.
So
obvious.
obvious.
That's not. It
That
can't
is
be that
not-
obvious.
no.
No way.
No, that's kind of that just slows down the game on that one.
Well, and that, and like you back into it. What if this is the Stanley Cup or playoff series is
like-
decided on this, and
And
they
we
go
just
back to
talked
that?
about
It's
that,
so
like,
frustrating.
coordination, there's no
yeah, nothing.
reviews,
Yeah,
you
like
know?
let it go.
Maybe he felt it was a bigger shot, like from him from the corner. I don't know. Because it doesn't seem like much at all. Yeah, it's overturned, right? Let's go.
I don't trust this referee number 17 one bit.
Yeah.
Oh. We got it right, Tukes.
There we
We
go.
got it right, Tukes.
Got a little feisty for a second here. I don't know.
Yeah.
New career high for
Yeah.
him. 18
Love
goals.
it.
Good job.
It's always good to do that when you're unrestricted.
And you have 24 games left.
Career highs are good. And the cap's going up
Yeah,
by 80
true.
million.
There you go.
Love it.
Ooh.
That's an $18 beer. He's spilling.
She lost a few. There he is, Tomer.
Your line mate.
He was my D-man. He was played for. He was great. Actually, he's Tage Thompson's dad.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah. He was a fighter, huh? He was tough.
Yeah, he was tough. He was a great veteran for me. Like coming
yeah.
in as a 19-year-old, right?
Yeah.
In Providence, learning my ways in the professional world.
This could be one of those, another one, quickly.
Yeah, almost
that.
like winning regulation now.
Yeah, you're just trying to get out of
I'm
overtime.
trying to get,
Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to be positive.
Trying to get in the sauna before bed.
Brazo's going to get the game winner here in about 5 seconds.
But we talked about points being a
that's
premium right now. That's a huge. Well,
Yeah, right, I know that's a
I'm
problem.
not even going
right?
to finish my sentence.
Yeah. Marshy.
Oh.
Oh. Man, oh man, if they had called that no goal, like the fact that we just did that,
Yeah,
it makes me nervous where
Yeah.
the league is.
Yeah.
Like, they're looking for that.
But still, I don't understand because if you look at that live, you don't see anything
Yeah.
decisive that it shouldn't be a goal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's true. Like the energy.
Love it.
That's nice. All right. Will this be our first overtime?
This is our first overtime.
I was going to ask,
Yeah,
yes.
first overtime. So now we
Wow,
can
well, that's first
we
for
can get
everything.
the 3-on-3 breakdown from Patrice Bergeron as the guys find a way. Got out a huge point We're going to go to break here, and we are going to get ourselves ready for the first Unobstructed
OT
Views
win.
overtime.
Let's go.
We'll be right back. We're back on the couch with our first overtime here at Unobstructed Views, presented by Coors Banquet. 3-on-3. What's the strategy? And how did it change? Or has it changed a lot from the start?
To me, like from the start to now,
Yeah.
like it's puck possession.
Yeah.
Face-offs are huge. You see a lot of like Swedish hockey where you bring it back and
Yeah.
like, you know, puck, as I said, puck possession, keeping the puck with you.
Yeah.
Sometimes on the changes, they bring it back again, two change, and then they use that to have like delays and use the speed. So I see a lot of that now. And I think the league was talking about getting rid of like.
Yeah, I was going to ask you,
yeah.
would you
Bringing it
change it?
back.
Would you guys change it where you can't take it out of the zone, or do you like the flow?
I like both, but I think like not doing like all, you know, the puck possession and bringing it back would allow for more chances and maybe ending the game sooner. Because like guys will get tired and make a mistake and then eventually, you know, have a breakdown.
All in all, it's done what it was supposed to do, which is take the shootout from being a real major player. Like there's just not, like you just saw, the Bruins have only gone to a shootout once.
And to me, it's a lot more entertaining.
This is
watch
more
3 on
hockey anyways. You don't have,
watch 3-on-3 than watching a shootout, right? Like,
you see Jokinen.
this is what you see a lot, right? When you see a great chance on one side, you have 2 or 3 guys coming in, and then there's a breakaway the other way. So
Yeah, it's exciting. It's
It's awesome.
that overtime, Canada, was it Sweden? Yeah.
Oh,
Canada,
yeah.
Sweden was great.
Oh, who's this guy?
Oh.
When you see McDavid and McKenna
That was so good.
with McCarr, I was like,
That
oh
was so
my God.
awesome.
Do not want to be on the ice right now.
No. Bree, can you believe that you played in the league when there was ties? Like you actually
Yes, it's
had
crazy,
ties?
isn't it? We had a red line.
I know.
We had a red line, but
He couldn't pass it.
can you imagine how tight the game was? 'Cause,
Oh
like,
my
you just
God.
couldn't, like,
You couldn't pass it from 25 feet.
he had 10
Bring that
guys
back.
in between, like, in the zone at all times. It was just see, like, bringing it back, get some speed, get a change for Lori. That's what I'm seeing a lot more now. Bringing it back.
But so that's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
that
so
we
you
get
wouldn't.
rid of,
So
yeah.
they're saying take the rule so you can't go back past center ice. So it's like the old ball hockey rules where you'd have to keep it. Once you go over the blue line, now, oh, good glove. Oh.
That was a good.
Yeah, Big Z.
play,
Good
man.
idea. Oh, he probably should have let it rip there. A little go short side.
I
bar.
think you just shoot it and
Yeah.
take the net out.
Right in the
Back.
chest.
Yeah, because like you don't want to get stuck behind the net. You're that guy, right?
Take the net out.
Yeah.
If you don't score, you take the net out.
Because Lindy's side from the other side is like, oh boy, I better rush back.
Pasta is so dangerous.
Oh, with
One-on-one,
that.
it's
Oh
like-
my God. Oh
so
no, he's down 3-on-2. That's a problem. Go at him.
I thought he was going to fake shot and go to Spoons.
Go at. Give it to David and let him go right at him.
But you probably want, Pasta with the puck.
Yeah. Go at him. Oh, post.
Post. Oh my God. He needs a shame.
Oh, he does. He needs to change so bad. No.
Don't call
that.
that.
Should have been a power. Ooh, we almost got the other hand on him. Morgan Geeky.
Troy Terry is a good shooter.
Hold.
Pretty exciting overtime.
Yeah, it's
Good
been
one. It's been moving.
that chance for Geeky was
Yeah.
it's great.
No. Oh, he's got a step.
Yeah, he's got him.
He's got a step.
Oh,
Post stall. Good stick. Flipped it over. Oh no. Oh no. Good save. Oh.
Oh no. He saved it for a second. He got a
I
piece
thought he
of it.
did get a piece of it.
That sucked.
Leo Carlson.
Still a big point. They needed that. Obviously needed both, but
Point is a whole lot better than nothing than 8 minutes ago. Casey, thank you so much for
Thank
helping
you.
us
Yes,
out over
thank
there.
you.
You got a
You've
point.
got a point. You're still 500, NHL 500.
Am I allowed to come back at least since we got a point?
Oh,
Absolutely.
yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, you're probably going to come back anyways. But,
Fantastic.
we just wanted to put the pressure on you.
Thank you. Initiation.
Yeah, we got to thank TC, Lou Merloni. You didn't get all of it.
Oh,
He
you
kind of
fan
flipped it
on it.
over.
Yeah. I thought CC kind of like almost touched it, but
He just flipped it.
I thought he did too. No.
would have been.
He would have been
He
a
tried, that would've been
Michael
awesome.
Ryder save.
Yeah.
That was Michael
Yeah.
Ryder
Yeah.
looked like. Andrew Ferentz, thank him for coming. Tukes, Bergie, we stayed 500.
Yeah.
2-2-1. We can get over March 6th, which is really like a week from now, 2 weeks from now. I'm not sure exactly, but we're back at it.
Yes.
Perfect.
Back at it again. So
Let's keep going.
Looking forward to it.
Yep, 100%. It's fun. Good seeing you guys again after our little break.
You boys.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Next time.